Hello, my name is Scott. I am a guitarist and music teacher from the Toledo, Ohio area. I've been doing both those things for quite a while. I've been meaning to do some lesson videos for a while, and this is my first attempt at that. I thought for an initial topic, I would get into what happens when, as a guitarist, you're confronted with a cover tune, a playing scenario where a song is very keyboard driven. And I remember from my early days of playing covers, I'd hear keyboard tunes and steer away from those when those were brought up as potential cover ideas, thinking, well, piano is pretty different from guitar, so if it's not something very guitar-y, I'd avoid it. And I'm going to give you a few ideas for some different scenarios with how to confront piano-driven songs. And our initial look is going to be a simpler tune, How to Save a Life by The Fray, and it has an arpeggio figure, which actually sits pretty nicely on the guitar. And the deal is, to get the key that the song is in, we'll have to capo up pretty high on the guitar. But I'm going to start off showing you in open position what's going on, and then when we have that pattern, we'll add the capo to it, and you'll have the more or less what you're hearing on the CD. So, open position, C major chord. Now, a good chunk of this piano part is going to be what's called an Alberti bass figure, which is a classical term for this pattern that goes like this. And what I'm doing there is thumb on the C, index finger on G, the third string, thumb on the E on the D string, and then the G again. So thumb index, thumb index. So you can feel that as either an 8th or a 16th note figure. I think it feels good as a 16th. And the deal is, to complete this part, we're going to get these melody notes sitting on top of that figure. The first one being the C on the second string. So the deal is, for the first note of a 4 group, we'll play with middle finger, the C on the second string, and then the low C with the thumb, and octave together. And then the rest of that 4-note figure. So to complete the riff, we're going to have a pretty simple chord change. What I'm going to do is cross first finger over to the B on the 5th string, and then have my 4th finger playing the D on the 2nd string, and we'll do the exact same thing with the picking hand. Catch the B and the D together. So that change, those are your chord shapes. And then with the arpeggio. And ideally, these melody notes should float over top of the arpeggio. Meaning that they're going to sustain for the entire duration of the 4-note rhythmic figure. Third chord here is also going to be C, but the deal is we'll play open E, first string, and I am catching that with ring finger. So far we have this C, again. There it is. And the last part of this phrase is going to be returning to that middle chord, which is an E minor. You can think of that middle chord as either like an E minor 7 with the B in the bottom, or even a G. But it has this passing quality to it. Now this last bit, we're going to get 2 melody notes in the space where we'd gotten 1 before. So we'll have the open B and D on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. And that's the last chunk there. So all together we'll have that C, D note, high E, B, D, like so. And that loops like that all the way over the verse. As I mentioned, we're looking at this in open position, but to get the key of the song, if your guitar's in standard tuning, you can capo up at fret 10, which is awfully high to capo, but it does work. If you don't have a cutaway, this is about as high as you can get on an acoustic guitar without being too scrunched to make this work. But on an electric or an acoustic with a cutaway, this isn't that big of a deal. And here's how that sounds. And there it is, the piano riff from the Fray. My plan with my lesson videos is I want to launch a website sometime, maybe early summer, with music theory lessons. I'm thinking of calling it Guitar Theory Workshop or Scott's Guitar Theory Workshop, something like that. Just still in the planning stages. But in the meantime, to get into the swing of recording videos, I'm going to be doing some song-based lessons, so check back for some more of those. I think I'm going to continue on with this piano parts and guitar theme, because I have a number of things worked out with some different techniques for approaching that particular scenario. So thanks for watching, and I'd appreciate any comments, and check back for more videos in coming weeks.